In our previous video, we analyzed how political narratives can shape public trust, sometimes more powerfully than verified facts themselves. Today, we're diving into a story that continues to resurface in waves. New discussions surrounding documents connected to Jeffrey Epstein are once again making headlines. And this time, the debate isn't just about who appears in records, it's about transparency, about institutional handling, and about whether the public is seeing the full picture. Tonight's topic? Epstein texts raise new questions. Is the bigger story the cover-up? Let's break it down carefully and factually. What happens when old names resurface in new documents, when allegations trend faster than verified facts, when political opponents amplify every line and supporters dismiss every claim? Are the latest Epstein-related reports revealing something new, or is the real controversy about how information is being released and interpreted? And here's the bigger question. Is this about evidence or about trust? Stay with me, because the answer may not be what headlines suggest. The case surrounding Jeffrey Epstein continues to linger in public consciousness years after his arrest and death in federal custody. Why? Because Epstein's network reportedly included high-profile figures across politics, business, academia, and entertainment. Every time court documents are unsealed or communications are referenced, speculation explodes. And whenever powerful names are mentioned, attention multiplies. This isn't just about scandal. It's about power intersecting with secrecy. And that combination always captures public imagination. Former President Donald Trump has acknowledged that he and Epstein knew each other socially decades ago. Photographs and public comments from the early 2000s confirm that they moved in overlapping circles at times. However, Trump has repeatedly denied knowledge of Epstein's criminal conduct and has stated that he distanced himself years before Epstein's arrest. It's important to distinguish between social association, allegation, verified evidence, and political narrative. At this time, no court has established criminal wrongdoing by Trump related to Epstein. That distinction matters. Recent headlines suggest that newly examined communications, sometimes described as texts, reference conversations involving Epstein and various individuals. But here's where things become complicated. Many of these reports rely on partial document releases, legal filings, third-party accounts, interpretations of language. In high-profile cases, context is everything. A name appearing in communication does not automatically imply wrongdoing, but in today's media environment, nuance often disappears quickly, and once a narrative forms, it spreads. Now we reach the more explosive part of the conversation. Some commentators argue that the real issue isn't who appears in documents, it's whether institutions failed to fully disclose information earlier. Was evidence withheld? Were investigations incomplete? Did powerful individuals receive protection? These are serious claims, but they require serious proof. So far, public debate often moves ahead of confirmed findings, yet public suspicion remains high, and perception alone can shape political reality. This story resonates because trust in institutions is already fragile. When document releases happen in stages, when information drips out over years, when legal proceedings are complex and slow, it creates space for doubt. Some viewers assume corruption. Others assume political weaponization. The truth is often more procedural than dramatic, but procedural complexity doesn't go viral. Suspicion does. For Trump, stories tied to Epstein re-emerge during politically sensitive moments. Critics amplify them. Supporters frame them as recycled narratives. Independent voters often react not to the details, but to the tone of coverage. Is it fair? Is it partisan? Is it substantiated? The political consequences depend less on legal outcomes and more on public perception. Modern media incentives reward sensational framing. A headline suggesting explosive revelations generates far more clicks than one explaining procedural legal nuance. But responsible analysis requires restraint, especially when discussing serious allegations. Because once reputations are damaged publicly, even clarifications may not reverse the impact. As of now, there is no confirmed public evidence proving a criminal affair involving Trump and Epstein. There are documented past social interactions. There are ongoing document reviews related to Epstein's broader network. There are debates about transparency and investigative thoroughness. Separating fact from speculation is essential, especially in politically charged environments. So now I want to ask you, do you think the bigger issue is the content of the documents, or how information is handled and released? Do stories like this strengthen accountability or deepen political division? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, let's keep the discussion respectful and fact-based.